Hello and welcome to Thick Peach Creations. I am Chanel. Thank you so much for coming by. I really hope you guys decide to stay and ride the journey with me of becoming a small business owner. So, if you haven't seen my first two videos, I will make sure to leave them linked down below in the description box. Now, jumping right into this, you guys. So, in this video, I wanted to share with you guys how am I or the ways I am going to bring my business to the world, or even a small portion of the world. So, and kind of like the story behind how I got the name Thick Peach Creations. So, starting from the top, I wanted a name that was me, that represented who I was as a person, and I wanted the name to represent what I want to bring to the world. So I initially wrote down two names, and then I just sat right here. I sat right here at my desk. I'll tell you guys a little bit about my little office space in a little bit. Um, and I was starting to think of business names that I wanted to come up with. And first, I wrote down the first name. Um, and this name happened to be a name my husband gave me back when we were in high school together. And I was like, I don't know if I really want to use that one. So then I came up with something else. And I was all like, not quite sure about that name either. So I'm sitting here and something kept telling me, okay, I know what the something was. It was God, okay. He kept telling me to look over to my left, and I did. And I came across this picture, and I'm gonna show it to you. Now, I'm not going to get really close to the camera, but I'm going to show this little picture right here. And I'm in the picture. Um, but I came across this picture sitting right here at my desk. And in this picture, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there, I'm actually holding something. And it happens to be a peach. This picture was taken almost 2 years ago. Okay, almost 2 years ago at my little brother's wedding. And I just looked at the picture and the name was right there on the picture. It was right there on the picture. Didn't even realize that. And I was like, so I wrote all three of the names down that I came up with in my head, and went into my bedroom, asked my husband, okay, I got three names for you. I want you to pick one. And whatever name you pick is the name we're going with. The funny thing is, he picked the name that God kept telling me to look at right here. So that's how I got the name of Thick Peach Creations. Um, so after that, I was like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and I want to record my journey basically for myself, so I can see where this takes me, if it flops or if it becomes something bigger than I ever thought it could be, or if it was just something that just came across and sailed through the wind. So now that I've shared how I got the name for not just here on YouTube, but my social medias. That's so YouTube and my shows and my social medias will be how I get my business into the world. And so the world knows who I am. So I manage. Oh yeah, you know how sometimes y'all be on social media and y'all be hoping and praying that this name is available and then realize it's not available because somebody else got it. Or you gotta add some extra numbers and you gotta add some um, little other characters or more words to it. I didn't have to do that. Y'all, I did not have to do that. And I thank God every night I did not have to do that. So you can follow me here on YouTube at Thick Peach Creations, as well as Instagram and TikTok, the same exact name across the board. Um, Now, with that being said, after I had first created this YouTube channel, I didn't post anything. I just created it with the name. Like a day or two later, I started doing, my banner and choosing how I wanted my brand to look. And that's when I came up with for me, it's my brand ID. And I came up with what you see on my YouTube page, my actual YouTube page. And that banner, that's my brand. And I'm super excited about that. It I did it taking me a while before I came up with that brand. And as in a while, it might have been like a few days because I was like, okay, let me see if I can actually do this as in opening a whole shop in 3 weeks. So time's at the essence. So I chose a brand that I would actually love using for a while. So with that being done, I went ahead and created my Instagram, and then I went ahead and created my TikTok, all like a day apart. TikTok, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I really don't know how to use TikTok except for to scroll through there and watch all the other videos. So now I'm actually have to figure out how to use it. And then after I created those accounts, I went ahead and did my first YouTube video. I edited that. Um, if you haven't seen that video, please go ahead and check it out. Then I went ahead the next day and I did my second YouTube video. I edited that and I got that posted. And here we are, video number three. Video number three. And I'm going to tell you the next steps I am doing, or basically what I have already done. Um, but it was like it was nighttime, y'all. I was in bed. I didn't really want to turn on the camera and do all this. So that's why I waited till this morning to tell you guys what I did. So now I wanted to let you guys know that I went ahead and created me an email. My email is the same. You can see it in the description box down below. And along with that, I went ahead and looked for a domain name. Okay. I found it. I purchased my domain name already. I'm excited about that. So I know, like, I sit here and I watch YouTube videos, and I'm trying to find videos on how to become a small business, not just all the technical aspects of the products and the packaging and and creating and posting. I want to know the behind the scenes that people are not sharing. So with that being said, I'm letting you guys know the different processes I got to get to where I'm currently at. So now my next step that I want to do, and I'm currently in the process of registering my business too, as well. Sorry, y'all, I got a dog. So back to what I was saying. The next step I am going to be taking is debating if I want a PO box or if I want to use a virtual business address. And I'm careful how I say that. Um, you can do a virtual address, but I want to do a virtual business address that will help me later on with taxes and all the other stuff. So that's my current decision right now, is if I want to do a virtual address or if I want to use a PO box. And I'm not sure which one I want to use yet, so that's the part I'm still debating about. But now that I've taken you guys a little bit behind the scenes of the different steps I have to take in order to be able to run the business. Um, that's just a little bit. It's basically I just share with you guys how I picked out my name, how I'm planning on bringing it out to the world, and how I was able to carry my name, or the name I chose for my business throughout everything. And I'm super excited about that because my very first business, I wasn't able to do that. And for me, this is a sign for me that this business is meant to happen. So I want to say thank you so much for sitting here, listening, and watching. And if this video helped you in any way, please let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you become a part of my family, my journey, and to help me grow as not as a person, as a business owner, and as a a business period. Um, Thank you so much for watching. God bless, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.